Okay. Welcome, everybody, to Dr. Smith Live, our 74th episode. Energy medicine, the new frontier in healing. Compiled some interesting facts to share with you. But before we get started, I just want to share some little pearls of natural healing. With this rainy weather, getting a lot of mosquito bites. In fact, I got bit myself. I went out, I took my cat out. You can see the yellow here. One of the things you do if you get magnesium iodine, and I just put it on the bite, and it'll take the itching away and the swelling away in probably 10, 15 minutes or less. Simple iodine, especially with spider bites, they could be dangerous. If you just put a little magnesium iodine on it, it'll get absorbed and neutralize the venom from the spider. So that's a simple thing. Also, if you get any lesions from the bite or any other, like a burn or anything like that, there's liquid stevia that I use, and you just put that on the wound. It may burn a tiny bit in the beginning, but within several days it'll heal up almost to completion. It's amazing. It's just too damn simple. Of course, the FDA doesn't approve those comments that I just made, but as like anything else, that works. It's also good for skin cancer, believe it or not. The liquid stevia will get rid of the skin cancer. So just wanted to share that little tidbit. So tonight we're going to be talking about energy medicine. What are terahertz? And it was an eye-opener for myself doing the research on it. Health benefits of terahertz frequencies. The world's first online website to access healing frequency programs, and Biophoton Pen System in an incredible healing modality. It's very, very powerful. And then we're going to have a Q&A on pretty much any topic that you want to ask. Again, Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So that's where it's all out. So what are terahertz? Terahertz are frequencies which lie between the microwaves and far infrared light on the electromagnetic spectrum. Its frequency ranges from 0.1 to 30 terahertz. The frequency is 1 trillion vibrations per second. Compared to far infrared, terahertz frequencies penetrate deeper into the tissue. So it does have an advantage over infrared. Terahertz frequencies are abundant in the universe and correspond to frequencies found in our own body. They're often referred to as the radiation of life. Terahertz is also the name given to a man-made gemstone that was invented by Japanese scientists in order to protect the body against electromagnetic smog and harmful radiation. These waves of light flow into and are emitted by the human body. Terahertz frequencies are extremely strong in human babies, qigong masters, healthy young people, dolphins, and animals. Even the moonlight, especially a new full moon, releases large amounts of terahertz frequencies, which is something I've never knew about. I just found that out myself. So the benefits of terahertz frequencies. Terahertz is an electromagnetic wave with the same vibration frequency as many human cells, 2 to 17 terahertz. It can resonate with human cells and activate them. So it speeds up the healing process from my interpretation of what I know about frequencies. Through a proven device applied to the body, terahertz waves are absorbed by our cells and utilized to bring balance or homeostasis back to every gland, organ, structure, and system in the body. Terahertz increases circulation, documented by infrared photographs. It increases the body's energy. It literally boosts your vitality, increases your energy. It helps clear the mind. It increases one's sense of well-being, reduces muscle aches and pain experienced anywhere in the body, improves sleeping. So those who have insomnia problems, it helps calm them down. It's good for headaches, and it clears acne very quickly and resolves flaky skin. also it helps firm up your skin, not just by creating inflammation, but by literally tightening up the skin. It recharges one's batteries and helps it deal with exhaustion, and it helps relieve arthritis. So the delivery system basically is what they call the itera-care device. It does have some contraindications. Anyone with a pacemaker, open wound, fracture, have plates in their body, if they're pregnant or menstruating, or have congenital heart disease, should not use the device. So the itera-care device, it looks like a hairdryer, but it's not. It has a 3-in-1 core technology consisting of a terahertz gemstone, a quantum, which I think is quartz, and also optical quartz. It's about the size of a hairdryer and does blow heated air or non-heated, depending on the setting that you push on the device, which delivers the healing waves in a terahertz band. The individual or practitioner simply turns the itera-care electrical device on and blows the air that sends the healing waves on an area of the body that needs healing or repair. It usually takes, at least they say, 15 to 20 minutes with 2 sessions a day, and it says it takes about 10 days to notice results. The classic blower is the most affordable, and I just got mine in the mail. So it looks like a Chinese hair blower. But I tried it a couple times. I didn't get a chance to really give it a full evaluation, but next week I'm going to start to use it. But it's a neat little device. The patent, I think, is out of Malaysia, but it's being made in China. Now, one problem with this device, I just heard, was the fact that the area in China that produces it, unfortunately, about a week ago, was hit with a massive flood, and it caused 60,000 deaths. So they really haven't got an assessment of how that unfortunate event is going to affect the manufacturing of the device. So, eventually, I'm sure they'll get it sorted out, but that was pretty devastating. The website that I read, and the person who actually presented the initial information to me, was very, very positive. The website has some pretty amazing testimonials of chronic pain. In fact, the fellow that I bought it from, Rudy, said that he had 4 years of constant pain from, major reconstructive surgery on his lower back that resulted from a bad car accident. And he said for 4 years, he went to all kinds of doctors. Nobody could resolve his pain. And with this device, he said the pain is totally gone. And he said it has not returned. So there's all kinds of other testimonials, which, you can look it up on the internet. If you look up terahertz, you'll find it. But I'm looking forward to using it on a clinical basis, and I'll get back to any of the findings, basically, that I get. The other thing we'll get that to the end of the meeting. But the other topic I want to discuss is about the frequency shop, which is a little baby that I put together, and it really has a place in today's turbulent times. It's an affordable, non-invasive healing modality that's available 24/7 through intelligent evolution, plus my 52 years of clinical practice. I've integrated and developed a unique system whereby people can access frequency programs online. This is a one-of-a-kind delivery system, now makes the power of frequency healing available to anyone, anytime, anywhere in the world through any digital device. So literally, you could use your smartphone, you could use an iTablet, a laptop, a desktop computer, and get access to the healing frequencies. Thanks to my Jared Tanager, my IT person, we've revamped, or he's revamped the website, so it's really user friendly. And he's put together a navigational video even before you sign up to show you how simplistic it is to access the programs. So we've made it user friendly, made it more streamlined and practical. So the benefits of online healing frequencies are basically you're in control. In today's marketplace, going to emergency care, they just want to hit you with x-rays and drugs and all kinds of invasive approaches. So the benefits are basically there's no delays because you have instant access online as soon as you sign up. There's no prescriptions, and we have availability of prescription thyroid, which is Westroid, that's available on one of the programs. It's in a frequency form. We have ivermectin, the frequency program for that, and hydroxychloroquine. So for those who unfortunately get a little touch of COVID or influenza, whatever, you have instant access to resolve this quickly. Of course, there's no masks involved. There's no travel time. It's affordable. There's no high cost, and it's no longer wait for any physician to, give you his little assessment of what your problem is. And there's literally no known side effects. The only real side effects you may experience would be a detox reaction, but that comes with any use of natural antioxidant and detox remedies. So basically, the concept is simple. You want to boost your immune system and not just throw toxic chemicals at it. By having a strong immune system, your body can fight off pretty much any virus, bacteria, fungal, whatever that confronts you. So you can use the frequency energy applications to boost your natural immunity, reset your own body, and fight off any flus or viruses by increasing your own natural immunity. So an overview of the frequency shock programs. The frequency programs are designed to aid you in your quest to restore your health. Since frequencies are the basis of the entire universe, they can be used to rebalance the cells, organs, and tissues of your body. The programs can be used in the following ways. You can literally view them just like I'm looking into my camera or my screen, and you'll get the actual frequencies into your body. And again, since the frequencies are the basis of the entire universe, they can be used to rebalance the cells or organs. You can view them directly. You can imprint them into a glass of water and drink it for rapid internal dissemination and healing. You can imprint your eyeglasses because the frequencies will go through your optic nerve and into your brain and your spinal cord and heal the body from the inside out. You can imprint necklaces, a watch, rings, gemstones, clothing, or any other object, and it'll hold a pattern. So it's pretty amazing. Clinical experience has shown that placing healing frequencies into one's aura, your energy field, will affect actually your entire body. My intention was to make healing frequencies available to anyone, anywhere, anytime at a reasonable cost. There's an instructional video, like I said, that kind of walks you through how to navigate to access it. So it's pretty simplistic and pretty streamlined. So we have basically 3 programs that we offer. One is the Silver Plan, basically 18 programs, plus we have Scalar Energy, which in itself has an additional 18 healing frequencies. So you're getting a total of 36 frequencies, or actually even more. We have Vanish, which is a fantastic immune booster for colds, flus, coughs, colds. And again, you just spray, you can put it into a glass of water and drink 4 ounces of it. And within 48 hours, it usually knocks out any influenza or feelings of a flu coming on. We have 2 pain programs, one a topical one called Pain Away 1, and then we have Pain Away 2 for internal, so like arthritic type pains or rheumatoid arth pains. Then we have a detox program. We have a program that simulates ozone, which burns up toxins and bacteria, virus, and chemicals. And we have an anti-aging program with some really powerful antioxidants in there to help slow down the process so your biological clock won't be speeding ahead. Allergy remedies to help reduce the inflammation and allergy issues. And silica. Now, interestingly, back in 2008, I was in Galapagos, lecturing actually, and also on a vacation there too. And I met a Swiss medical doctor who had an integrated focus in his practice, and he's the one that turned me on to silica. He said, silica is like a computer chip. It's present in every cell of the body. And when you have chronically ill patients, they literally are deficient in silica. I think it's the third largest mineral in the earth, silica, and it basically helps to recharge your batteries of your cells. So we also have what they call quantum mectin, which is really ivermectin, and we have quantum chloroquine, which is another name for hydroxychloroquine. We didn't want to send up a red flag and get censored off the internet. We have infrared frequencies for healing. That's good for restoring neurons in your brain. Natural frequencies for bleeding gums, but like anything else, you also want to get down to the underlying cause. So if you have heavy deposits of plaque, tartar, and bacteria around your gums, you're going to have to get that scraped off by a hygienist or a dentist. And then the frequencies of the nutrients will speed up the healing process. Improving short-term memory. Ginkgo biloba works really well for that. And we have the frequencies of ginkgo plus a bunch of other antioxidants to improve your circulation and get your memory working. And we also have long-term memory, which is like bacopa. It's an herb. But again, we piggybacked other antioxidants and other nutrients in there to help improve the brain function. And also healing the stomach and intestines. We have a program for that. And then a clearing program, which if you have let's say a gemstone that you may have imprinted, and the bottom line is you want to erase that and put another program in there, you can use the clearing stone and erase it and then put another program in there. So and then we have a bonus, I think, an immune boosting and energy maximizing frequency. And this program is like $19.95 a month, which, it's really value for what you're getting. The second plan is called the Gold Plan. You can use every program in the Silver Plan, plus you'll have access to a stress release program, a vitamin C, a food-based frequency. It also helps for mental clarity. We have another program for that. And sleep. Yeah, Nikki, what's the matter? Yeah, my Maine Coon here, he wants to take a program here, I think. A new sleep aid to help relax you and calm you down. Magnesium also works real good, and catnip is probably part of the program too that helps relax you. Arthritis program, general tiredness program, an acne program, chronic fatigue, severe chronic fatigue, and detox for glyphosate, which is really, really important because it's in the rainwater and we're all getting glyphosate on a daily basis. Congestive heart failure, which unfortunately the medics are going to give you drugs to whip a tired horse, so to speak, and eventually your heart's going to stop. I've reversed congestive heart failure. It's not a big deal. In fact, one of our patients many years ago was in hospice waiting to die with severe congestive heart failure. And with a nutritional program in 7 months, his heart repaired and he was stronger than before he got sick. And never got a call from any of the cardiologists. They don't want to know from this stuff. First of all, they can't use it. They'll take their license away and do a number on them. You have frequencies to get rid of shingles. Now, traditional medicine, they have no clue how to get rid of shingles other than treat the pain symptoms. Parasites, very common. In fact, I had a fellow last week who he brought a picture, or actually the parasite that came out of his gum. In over 52 years of practicing, I've never, ever had any patient tell me that they had parasites coming out of their gum. This is the first time, so it's pretty amazing. But it all started when we put them on the isopathic phenolic rings for the glyphosate. I guess it stirred up the parrots or the parasite nests. And then I just put them on some paracord, which will really do a number on the parasites. So at least 50% of the population has parasites. And, when your immune system's strong, it keeps it under control. But, you get one bout of the flu or whatever, and they may manifest. We have the frequencies for serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter to calm down your brain. Core maca gold, which is like a South American ginseng. It really works. Quantum thyroid. If any of you out there were ever on a prescription for Nature-Throid or Westroid, you can't get them now because the FDA put the kibosh and they had a nationwide recall. And I've been on this natural thyroid medication for over 52 years. And so I found myself, looking around for a solution because I had part of my thyroid destroyed when I was 10 months old. The idiots used radiation on my thymus gland to shrink it, the enlarged gland. They knocked off part of my thyroid. So I was like really in a dire situation. So I cloned it and it works. So I actually am making it available to people who have hypothyroid problems and need that to actually function. When your thyroid's not working, you got mental fog, you got apathy, constipation, your hair's thinning, dry skin, tooth decay, palpitations of the heart, anxiety, depression, panic attacks, nail problems. There's only 26 symptoms related to an underactive thyroid. So you can actually, and you don't need a prescription, but it was made from a prescription, and it's just the frequencies of it. It's actually Westroid, which is far superior to even Nature-Throid. We have full spectrum vitamin K. Any of those people who have calcification in soft tissue that needs to get it removed, K2 will help pull it out. Resveratrol, which is a very, very powerful antioxidant. It's actually in red wine. So it's a great antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. Nattokinase is good for cancer, again, for anti-inflammatory. Humic fulvic acid and 74 trace minerals, which helps to alkalize you. But humic and fulvic acid will also help kick out glyphosate. So humic and fulvic acid are effective in getting rid of glyphosate in your body. Melatonin, which helps people sleep. L-arginine, which helps produce nitric oxide, which is powerful healing. Glutathione, which is a great tripeptide amino acid to help your liver detox the poisons that it pulls out of your bloodstream. It's also important for your eyeballs because you have a very high concentration of glutathione in the eyes. Evening primrose oil excuse me, is good for hormone production. CoQ10, which is an energizer for your cells. It's in living food. Cat's claw, which is very effective against cytomegalovirus. And cytomegalovirus is very prevalent in our society. And vitamin A, not from fish oil, but beef lipids, and it helps reduce cholesterol. This program is $49.95 per month. And you have not only access to all the ones I just mentioned, but you also have the silver plan. So that makes it very interesting. The platinum plan, excuse me, you'll have access to the silver and gold plans plus immune booster for cancer, a real special one that I put together. You sleep like a baby, helps to calm you down. Curcumin, which is a great antioxidant for your liver. Hypothyroidism program, hypoadrenia program. If you have sensitivity to bright lights, like you go into IKEA or Walmart or a bright sunny day and it hurts your eyes, you got weak adrenals. Or if you get up from a lying position, you get lightheaded, you got weak adrenals. Universal frequency for manifestations is good mental, emotional issues. Heal DNA program, heavy metal detox, adaptogen program, which is herbal formulas to help your body heal and rebalance itself. Regenerate the liver program, CoQ10 supplement program, human growth hormone for males and human growth hormone for females. Herbal C, which is a great detox. We use it, with cancer patients. It has 16 different herbal formulas to really help the liver detox, take the burden off the immune system. We have testosterone replacement program. I've been using it for years. I embed it into MSM cream. I just put it on my skin. Progesterone, which is the hormone of passion. Most women after menopause are deficient in progesterone. It's also related to osteoporosis, along with an underactive thyroid. A migraine headache program, a COVID program, and a bonus. I just put this on the Biophoton program, which has 4 incredible frequencies, 2 to heal the DNA, 1 for a detox, and 1 is a general healing frequency. And then also a calming program. And this is $79.95 a month. And so you get access to all of them. So hopefully those of you out there that have some issues and you want to address it from a frequency perspective, go for it. I use it all the time. I use it in my practice. I get patients that say, geez, doc, I can't swallow all those vitamins, and we'll make a custom remedy of all the vitamins and then print them into water. And so, we get the results and save the patient a few dollars, and also swallowing a whole lot of pills. Anyway, I feel that it's a unique program. There's nothing like it in the world at this point in time. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of copycats after they find out about it. But I have a lot of experience and make it work. So we have some questions now. Do you download the frequencies? Yeah, well, you don't really download it onto your computer. You imprint it into water or your eyeglasses. And then how do you use it? Well, if you put it into your water, you just drink it. As far as a topical one, you can play the program on your phone and hold it over an area of injury to treat it. So if you have surface pain, you can use the Pain 1 program and play the frequency. It'll just go to the skin, or like I said, put a glass of water on it, imprint that. You can imprint your wedding ring, a necklace, any gemstones. So it's a great tool. Anything you put into your aura literally affects your whole body. So you can treat the whole body. Let's see. You had to get the frequencies from someplace, right? Yeah, from the mothership. So Stephen Z. Now, all kidding aside, I literally have my database was taken from the actual food-based supplements. And took me many, many hours to import the frequency of all these different supplements. And then when I put these programs together, I tested the compatibility of all the components in the program so that, sometimes you can get 4 really great supplements, but you put them together in a package and one of the supplements may interfere with the energy pattern of the others. So you really have to be selective. And with my wands, I literally test the compatibility of the entire program to be synergistic and not just throw stuff together, nilly-willy, so to speak. Excuse me. So yes, I spend a lot of time developing the programs and making sure that they're compatible. So they're all taken from an original source of high quality. I didn't go to GNC and get their synthetic crap. So that's why this stuff works, because it has a good organic basis. Can we just play those frequencies around someone? Absolutely. The frequencies will permeate through the air. So it'll actually help heal the body. Can any of the frequencies be imprinted into an item or just the scalar? No, you can imprint any frequency into anything, pretty much. My secretary, like a year ago when I was practicing these things, I imprinted her crucifix, and it healed a damaged nerve in her leg from an attack of shingles that she had 3 years prior. So, yeah, you can do crucifix. You can, sometimes people have a carpal tunnel. They wear a wrap around the wrist. You can imprint the ace bandage or whatever material you have around, and that'll help speed up the healing process. You can do a shirt. I've actually imprinted scarves and different things like that. So you put around your neck. So it's only limited by your imagination. So any frequency can be imprinted. How do you know which frequencies your body is in need of? Great question, Sharon. You can use a pendulum. You could use a bidigital O-ring test. You can use cranial rhythm. You could use muscle testing. So you can test to see which program your body wants at that particular point in time. You don't have to guess. So a pendulum is pretty straightforward. I don't know. Sometimes you can use your keys. You just swing your keys over the program, and if it goes to the right, your body wants it. If it goes to the left, no. If it stays neutral, then it's not going to hurt or harm you or do you any good. So yeah, pendulum, muscle testing, the good old, I love these things. I don't know if I can find my other one here. Right. Oh, here it goes. So I've been using these more and more. They're dowsing rods, and you literally can point these at the program, and if it crosses over like it is now, then that energy pattern's not good for you. If it goes parallel, then it's good for you. Okay? So these are very interesting, and they're very, very accurate. I use it all the time now in my practice. I cut down on my muscle testing tremendously because I'm getting such fantastic results with the divining rods. They're made out of brass, and they follow the divine dimensions. So it's a powerful way of getting answers, more accurate than blood tests. Oh, how often do you use them? Well, again, you can test the program and ask, do I need it once a day, twice a day? And if it stays parallel, then you can go 3 times a day. And then if it crosses, then just twice a day. You can say once every other day, once a week. You can ask these questions, and you will get the answer from the divining rods or pendulum or muscle testing, excuse me, or cranial rhythm. So that's the excitement. You don't have to guess. Just use energy technology to get the correct answer for your body at that point in time. Great question. Great question. What do you think of the Swiss product Zepter by Bioptron? I have 3 of those units, 2 in my practice and 1 at home. Actually, I think I have 2 at home. Yeah, they're phenomenal. They document. You have to have the hyperpolarized lens that works a little bit better. It increases microcirculation by 48%. In fact, when I was over in Italy lecturing, I guess about, 3-4 years ago, actually it was longer. It was probably 5 years ago. The head of the university was legally blind, and I had Zepter FedEx a unit to me, and I demonstrated it at the cancer conference that I was lecturing. And I had the light shining in the professor's eyes for 20 minutes. And at the end of 20 minutes, he started crying, and he said to the Italian interpreter, "Tell Dr. Smith I can see the stripes on his shirt." So here's this guy legally blind. In 20 minutes, it increased the microcirculation of his retina, and he was able to see stripes. And so I said, look, if you want to get your vision back, you got to do this stuff every day, or maybe even 2 or 3 times a day to get the circulation back so your retina can heal. But yeah, they're phenomenal. One of the things that I do on a regular basis, if I have, let's say, a bottle of vitamins that may be, a little old, I shine the light on it. It revitalizes the supplements. It re-energizes them. A lot of times I put my food under it for 8 minutes, and it's been documented that it'll restore the energy pattern of your food. So if you're cooking your food, you're going to diminish the energy pattern of the food, which is not the greatest. Eating, the more energized your food is, the healthier you're going to be. You can do it to drinks. I would do it to my cat food periodically. In fact, when my little female cat was, I don't know, about 4 or 5 months old when I got her, she had an eye infection. And at that time she was small. I wrapped her up in a towel and literally held her face under the lamp. And it took about 8 treatments, and it cured the infection. So yeah, the Bioptron really, really works. In fact, a good friend of mine up in Canada sent me 52 or pictures of a tumor that was the size of I think it was like a golf ball on a guy's forearm. And I think 2 20-minute treatments a day for 3 weeks. The body literally kicked the cancer right out of the skin. Boom. So it definitely works. And like I said, I have 4 units. Your database is similar to principles as CyberScan. Pretty much. In fact, I use the CyberScan to scan in the frequencies for the programs. It's very, very accurate. And, I have supplements that have been taken off the market, not because they're bad, but because it creates competition to big pharma's drugs. So, like MGN3, which is a good immune booster. They took that off for a number of years, but I think it came back maybe in the last year or so. But yeah, I continually import into my database to expand it as much as I can, because these people have an agenda and they want to take off as many good quality supplements that really work to prevent the people from having access to it. So yeah, my database is similar in principle to the CyberScan because I use the CyberScan. How many frequencies can we imprint into an item or one glass? Basically, you can use as many as 140 frequencies. The more I use this technology, the more I subscribe to the philosophy that less is more. Less is more. I find if you use too many frequencies, you overload the body's ability to resolve the problem. So again, what you can do, because our bodies are in a constant state of change. If you get a divining rods or you have a cranial rhythm or muscle testing, whatever you want to do, ask the body, how many frequencies will it tolerate at this point in time? And just go through the numbers. Is it 5, 6, is it 2 programs, 3 programs? You'll get the answer. So that's the key. You don't have to memorize anything. Just test it and go with what your testing, tells you. So that's the name of the game. Customize. Where can we order those rods? I think I only have like maybe 1 or 2 sets left. I get them from Canada. They're $150 for a pair. So, like I said, I could probably reorder some from Canada if I run out. But I sell. My patients have been buying them, and they swear by them. And I use it. It's very, very accurate, because blood tests don't tell you if a substance is trapped in your thyroid, your thymus, your spleen, your pancreas, your liver, whatever. Blood tests are not going to pick that up. And using these rods, pointing in that direction, asking the right questions, you'll get the answer. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. So anyway, you can call the office. I think it's 800-278-8255. 800-272-2323. That's 800-272-2323. Have you heard about the new itera? Hello, honey. That's what I just showed you. This is the wand. Has been making all the fanfare. Like I said, I just got mine on Tuesday, so I haven't really had a chance to try it on patients. But from the woman that turned me onto it, she's a holistic veterinarian. She swears her. So it says, what's the difference between itera-1 versus Bioptron? Bioptron primarily increases microcirculation to enhance the healing process. The itera wand places terahertz frequencies into the body to reestablish homeostasis. So they work on slightly different principles. The Bioptron is increasing circulation, blood supply, which helps to remove the toxins and bring, the immune system and nutrients to the area, where the itera system is driving in terahertz, which are resetting the frequency of the cells. So that's, from everything that I've read, that would be the difference. So yeah, the Biophoton pen has 4 specific frequencies: 2 to heal the DNA, 1 for detox, and a 4th one is a general healing frequency. It's generic, but represents the common denominator for healing for the body. It's the only unfortunate thing is this thing is probably about $15,000. It's a custom built device, and actually I'm in the process of coming up with. I think I can put together a unit that should work, and I'm going to test it out, that we can do for just several $100, maybe $300 or $400. I'm not sure exactly. I have to figure out the costs, but we can do it for a whole lot less, and I think it'll just be as effective. But again, I have to test it out. So, what are your thoughts on UVB light therapy? Well, this has UVA, which is what you get in the sun. You got to be careful, I think, about the UVB. And again, I would test to see if UVB is more appropriate for your body or UVA. You have to start rethinking how you approach healing. Instead of just doing standard protocol, test to see if your body wants that specific type of therapy, whether it's a specific frequency or a nutrient or detox, really. And that's what's missing in alternative medicine and of course, conventional medicine. You have to define the underlying cause of the problem and the test to see which therapy is best. So like I had a patient in today, she had parasites in her intestines, and I tested, Mimosa pudica, and my wand said no. I tested ivermectin, and it said no. And then I asked Artemisia, and the wands went whoop. So that's what I prescribed for, Artemisia. So that's how you use it. Define what the body wants to resolve the problem. Just don't use a blanket approach and say, I'm going to use UVA or UVC or UVA or this supplement. There could be 4 different manufacturers, for example, of glutathione, and only one's going to test positive for the patient. So only use the one that has the energy pattern that's compatible with that individual, and you'll get so much better results and faster. So good question, though. I have raging rheumatoid arthritis. Would like to stop taking Orencia, prednisone. Yeah. Could you rent something? Well, number one, Norma, you want to test what's in the joints causing the rheumatoid arthritis. It could be glyphosate. It could be heavy metals. It could be fungus. It could be chemicals. It could be an infection from root canal teeth or cavitational infections from the mouth. So again, you have to understand the concept that without a diagnosis, you have no treatment. The key in the equation is what is causing that rheumatoid arthritis? Is it cytomegalovirus? Is it arsenic in the joint? Is it a strep infection from a root canal? Is it a pesticide? See, so you have to start rethinking how you approach, throwing prednisone and gabapentin. It's like painting on rust. Yeah, you may relieve the pain for a while, but you're making the body more toxic and you're not removing the initiators. So, yeah, I could recommend, natural anti-inflammatories, quercetin, vitamin C, food-based, curcumin. They're great natural anti-inflammatories. But I'm not addressing what the heck is causing the rheumatoid to begin with. And this is what I found. If you define the causative factor and you remove it, it's going to heal so much faster. So, yeah, please start to retrain your mind of what is causing the problem. And then once you define what's causing the problem, you test the best remedies for that particular thing. Like the woman that had the parasites, I tested like 4 different remedies, and Artemisia tested the best out of the group. So you just don't throw, ivermectin or food grade diatomaceous erythritol. You give the body what it wants energetically. So anyway, hopefully you're coming around. So can you make the dowsing rods with hangers? I'm sure you could. I couldn't see why not. Just out of curiosity here, let's see. So this is 12 inches. 12 inches. This is the divine ratio, and this is 5 inches. So 12 by 5 is the divine ratio. So you can take a hanger and bend them. And the only other thing is you want to get PVC or plastic, because the rods can swivel more easily with this type of an arrangement. So yeah, I'm sure you can do it. I'm not adverse to people making their own innovative diagnostic rods. Absolutely, you save yourself $150. Why not? Yes. Okay. How exactly you use the dowsing rods? Okay. Number one. So, for example, I have a supplement that I was considering giving to a patient. So I have the patient hold the bottle, and then I hold the rods up towards the supplement. So if the rods cross, okay, then the energy pattern is no good for the patient. If it stays parallel, then it's good for the patient. So once I get the right formula, then I ask the body, is it 1 a day, 2 a day, 3 a day, 4 a day? So it becomes parallel at 4 a day. So I say 4 all at once, and it says no. 1 4 times a day. See? So you not only define the right remedy, you define the dosage and how to schedule it all at once, or 1 4 times a day, or 2 4 times a day. You just have to ask the right questions. So you can place one of the supplements if it's good in a certain condition, exactly. Or you can place them over an organ. So over your thyroid gland, over your thymus gland, over your stomach, pancreas, spleen, gallbladder, liver, prostate, adrenals, kidney. And if they cross, then it means the energy is not good in that organ. And then you say, is it due to glyphosate? And if it goes parallel, then it's due to glyphosate. If it's due to heavy metals, it could be due to several different things. And if it's, let's say you say, is it due to dioxin and it crosses? Then the answer is no. It's so darn simple, people. And it's more accurate than any blood tests that are out there, because I've used it and I get phenomenal results with patients. So, yep. Once you understand the basic concept, you can apply it. Like when I go to a restaurant, for example, and I'm not sure what I should order for dinner, I put my hands over my head and I feel my cranial rhythm. And I said, do I want the fish today? And it'll go wonky. It'll go in a diagonal. It means a no. And I'll say, do I want the veal parmesan? And it goes in a nice symmetrical pattern. And so that's what I order. When you go to a health food store and you're looking for a supplement, bring your divining rods or test with your cranial rhythm or a pendulum to see if that supplement is good for you, instead of spending the money and you're not getting results and say, this stuff's no good. No, think smart. You'll save yourself a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of grief. Of Quinton water. That's from deep sea water off the coast, I think, of France. You can inject it or drink it, and it helps boost your immune system. I have it at my office. I have the glass vials. It's good stuff. But again, test it. It's minerals. The key in the whole question is, please test whatever you're proposing to use with your body. I mean, when I did general dentistry, I used to test the biocompatibility of the dental material that I was going to put into the tooth. You just don't throw anything into a tooth because it can affect the immune system of the body. But you can apply it with the food you're putting into your body. If it's not compatible, don't put it in. What's best for silica that you were talking about? Does it come in a cream? No, literally, it's in a homeopathic form. But there's salts also, I think. You can put it under the tongue. There's a homeopathic silicia you can take, or we clone it and have the frequency of the silica and put it into water. So, either way, either a homeopathic remedy or little sugar pills with the silica in it. So, either way. How would you do dowsing rods to understand English? What? How would the dowsing rods understand English? You're confused. It's all frequency. It makes no difference what language you use. It's all frequency. Seriously, try it. Don't be confused. You can use it in Russian, Spanish, Italian, Hungarian. I don't care what language. You'll get the same answer. Let's see. What do you think about H2 water? It's wonderful. H2 water is very, very healthy. In fact, there are cities in France that they found where they had the healthiest population. When they analyzed their water, they had higher concentrations of H2 in their water. So go for it. Absolutely. Sometimes I put my hands on the top of a client's feet. And I can feel it. Yeah, absolutely. Like a windshield wipers. Yeah. Some are so strong. What do I do? Just stay there and support the rhythm? You basically want to reach like a still point and reset the rhythm. Yep. You could do that. But let me tell you, if the cranium is torqued or twisted, working with the feet's not going to solve the problem. I've made all these mistakes. That's how I can tell you firsthand. You have to correct the foundation of the body, which is the cranium. it all suspends down from the cranium. I had a woman today that's had right neck and shoulder pain, and she had an underactive thyroid. And so once I got her thyroid healthy, and then I checked out the bite, and the bite, she had two minor, very minor interferences, one on the right and one on the left on her second molars. And I removed those. And after I removed those tiny little interferences, her upper cervical tested strong when she bit down. So she would say like she got relief for a few hours of what I did when I treated the muscles, but it came back. And I said, well, what I find clinically is that when you have structural problems, if you have a weak thyroid, it's going to keep coming back. So once you get the thyroid working and then you take the physical interferences out from the bite, then the muscles will stabilize and the pain will disappear. So that's what that's all about. The cranium is so important. And unfortunately, there's very few people on this planet that have any clue about adjusting it properly. And that's why people, unfortunately, never get better, because it's a foundational issue. Like, you don't build a barn or a house and then you decide to straighten the foundation after you built the structure. You level the structure first. Then you build your barn or your house. So so I think we did pretty well. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. And thanks for watching. And if you have any suggestions for future shows, please email them. ghsdoc@icnr.com. That's ghsdoc@icnr.com. And I'll see if I can put together a program about what you're interested in. So great. Thank you again, and look forward to sharing more and more good information with you.